Methamphetamine is a psychostimulant of the amphetamine class of psychoactive drugs. It exists in two stereoisomers, the L and D forms as seen in this diagram. D-methamphetamine is a more powerful psychostimulant with 3 to 5 times the CNS activity compared to the L-methamphetamine. Both forms influence dopamine release and can result in psychosis in high doses. Methamphetamine is illicitly sold as a powder or crystalline form, the latter referred to as ice, as seen in these diagrams. Crystalline methamphetamine typically refers to a highly purified form of D-methamphetamine. Smoking is the most common route of administration, while IV injection results in near-instant euphoric sensation lasting up to several minutes. When taking ice, these effects can be observed, primarily euphoria and arousal. However, overuse can cause psychiatric and depressive withdrawal symptoms following the abrupt cessation of use. However, in the past 5 years, there has been significant growth in the manufacturing, importation and supply of methamphetamine, particularly in the ice form. Australian users pay a premium price, up to $500 per gram and up to $325,000 per kilogram. The methamphetamine business has become very profitable in this country and has become a massive risk. Production occurs in secret and dirty labs where there is no hygiene. This is where pseudoephedrine is the main precursor chemical, and this is often obtained in the form such as Sudafed. So now I'm going to pass you over to the chemist Max, who's going to talk to you about the pharmacology of methamphetamine.
Next Wade. Methamphetamine stimulates the release and partially blocks the reuptake of newly synthesized catecholamines in the CNS. Due to its structural similarities, methamphetamine substitutes for dopamine, noradrenaline and serotonin transporters and reverses their function, thereby redistributing hormones from storage vesicles into the cytosol. This process results in the release of dopamine, noradrenaline and serotonin into the synapse, which then stimulate postsynaptic monoamine receptors. Methamphetamine also attenuates the metabolism of monoamines by inhibiting monoamine oxidases, further enabling the buildup of excess monoamines in the synapse. The monoamines released due to the presence of methamphetamine act on the major dopaminergic, noradrenergic and serotonergic pathways of the brain. In the case of dopamine, methamphetamine activates the mesolimbic, mesocortical and nigrostriatal pathways, which account for the euphoric effects observed immediately after the ingestion of the drug. Repeated exposure to high or even moderate levels of meth have been related to neurotoxic effects on the dopaminergic and serotonergic systems, leading to potentially irreversible loss of nerve terminals and or neuron cell bodies. Evidence suggests that the high level of cytoplasmic dopamine released as a result of methamphetamine use leads to the accumulation of reactive oxygen species and severe oxidative stress on the neuron. Neurotoxic effects have been associated with behavioral and cognitive changes such as memory deficits and impaired psychomotor coordination associated with reduced dopamine receptor site density, and increased aggression associated with reduced serotonin receptor density. Frequent use of methamphetamine will result in depletion of presynaptic monoamine stores, downregulation of receptors, and neurotoxicity.
Now, detective. According to the Illicit Drug Reporting System National Report 2014, it is suggested that all forms of methamphetamine were very easy to obtain and that availability has remained stable over the past 6 months.
You can definitely see that there. 2013, 23%, 24%, 2014.
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly. Behind heroin, methamphetamine is highly desirable and the greatest drug of choice in the national sample stable from 2013 at 24%.
You can also see crystal is 14%, so it's a majority of methamphetamine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Not good.
Not good. Around 70% of the national sample reported recent use of at least one form of methamphetamine, placing third behind tobacco and cannabis, while crystal was the form mainly used over in 2014. A study by St Vincent's Hospital in 2006 outlined methamphetamine users as more aggressive, violent and dangerous. It is a similar situation in regards to amphetamine-related arrests, steadily increasing and peaking at 22,189 arrests in 2013. The increase in addiction-related crimes such as burglaries and violent assaults and drug-impaired driving will also place an increased burden on law enforcement agencies.
Yeah, well, in order to address the issue of methamphetamine in Australia, the introduction of controls over many precursor chemicals can lead to a decline in domestic production of the product. Arrest will minimise the existing issue, but education will also limit the problem occurring, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've just got a tip. There's some people cooking meth down the road. Should we go get them?
We should go.
Let's get them.
Let's go.